Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 341 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now today I got some exciting news to announce. It's already been announced on social media, but for those who may have missed it, my favorite referee, one of the greatest referees in the history of the business, Harry D, has announced he will be doing a pro wrestling referee seminar. Now this seminar is not just for referees. It's for referees, managers, wrestlings, aspiring ones, anybody, or current ones, anybody that wants to learn the business. This is your guide to go to. Now, if you're interested in attending this seminar, he wants you to private message him. So look him up on Facebook. It's Harry Demarjian. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Sorry about that. It's Harry, Harry, space Demerjian, and message him. See, he's given me tons of advice over the years, plenty of great stories. The only advice I have for him is I think he should create an event page for it, just for people who may not have him on Facebook. But the word is definitely getting out here. Just to show you the kind of respect this guy has in this business, he just announced it today. It already has 44 social media shares. That's impressive. Probably at least by 50 by the time I'm done finishing this video. So it's taking place Saturday, April 21st from noon to 3 p.m. at the Don Collive Arena in Mississauga, Ontario, which is 4880 Tompkin Road. The cost is $20. Now, I actually did a Harry D tribute episode. I think it was like episode 67 or something like that. No, maybe 69. I'm not sure. But if you missed that, I'm going to fill you a little bit on why you would want to go onto this. He has respect from almost all the great wrestlers that have ever wrestled in Ontario, have either learned from him or had their matches made better from him refereeing them. Some of the big names he's refereed for, he's refereed for WCW, he's been on Nitro, he was in the Jesse Ventura movie, he's refereed, I always say wrestled, but refereed for Impact Wrestling, TNA, Border City Wrestling, Destiny and Battle Arts are his home, and he was currently, they just did a match on Impact last week, which was for the Grand Championship, Matt Sydal versus Petey Williams. Check it out, he's the ref. And watch him, just study him, he's so good. And the thing about Harry D is he grew up in Hamilton in back when it was called the Factory, when they were just pumping out wrestlers. Back then, if you said you were trained in Hamilton, automatically you had respect. That was the place to go back in like the 70s, early 80s. Now he grew up around wrestling. Some of his friends' fathers were wrestlers, and he went to all the shows, he loved wrestling, and then when he got into wrestling, the man is such a student of the business. He is always learning. He went around every single great referee at the time. He picked their brain. He's very smart about going about this. He's quiet and he listens and he learns. And then the thing about being a referee is that when the guys are putting together their match, he's always listening to how they're putting together, why they're putting it together that way. And so he's not just a referee. I mean, he is a great referee, but he is a true master of the psychology of wrestling, and he's refereed for legends, like over hundreds and hundreds of legends. The guy has told me lots of stories that just make my day, just over messages over the internet. So like, and he's helped me just from that. Imagine what he could do in a 3-hour seminar. It just blows my mind. He's been around so many legends, not only just refereed them, but been on the same card as them. And I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything bad about Harry D's work. And if he ever did have any kind of criticism, he immediately fixed it. He is so dedicated at his craft. And referees are so important and they get overlooked. But if you're a wrestler, think about how much you can learn from this. People have wrestling seminars all the time and they tell you, oh, this is the way you should bump, and this is the way you should be technical, this is the way you should play your character. But he's going to give you a different point of view, a referee's point of view. He sees the action closer than anybody else. Any of the other fans, he's right in there, and he's been in there with some of the greatest minds in the business ever. And he knows who the true good wrestlers are and who the ones that just the fans think are, because he sees it up close and he hears them, who is carrying who through the match and all the insider talk and all that kind of stuff. He knows all that, and he's very personable. And plus he's doing a seminar, so he's gonna be open to lots of questions. Now I don't know the format of the seminar yet, but I don't really think it matters. Either way, this is worth like not $20, it's worth like $200 in my mind. But you guys got to go support him. You will not be disappointed. This is going to be different than any seminar you've ever been to. And if you've never been to a seminar, this is the one you want to start with. Like, man, so many people he's been around for, like, he's been in the business for like 40 years, being around these great workers and just learning. And he still learns to this day, but he's at like the peak of his craft. And I'm just going to keep going on and on and on. So just please take my word for it. I'm not going to keep blowing smoke up his butt, but everything I say is true. Just look at, if you can find him on Facebook, look at the comment where he announced his seminar, the comments. And like so many people are giving him praise, saying that they learned so much from him. And most of these guys are wrestlers. It's not just referees. Most of the wrestlers, when they start out in the wrestling business and he's the one that's doing their matches, he's teaching them. And he's the ref. I don't think he's ever wrestled, but he is just so knowledgeable. So please do not miss this opportunity. If you need more information or you can't find him on Facebook or you can't find out about it, message me and I'll let you know about him. I just want this to be a success because there should be more of these in the future. Harry D, the seminar of the year. You heard it here first on the W.I.L.L.I.W show. And make sure, please, you like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba.